Hi, this is Tracey from Mindless Crafting, and today we're going to be taking our embellishments and turning them into cards. So let's get started. So during one of our recent live streams, I made these embellishments. Some of them I did alter a little bit, but I made these during the live, and many of you wanted to see how I would turn these into a card. So I love making embellishments, and I know many of you also do as well. So the nice thing is I use some of the flowers. These Prima flowers are so cute, and they really add a lot to my embellishments. And so I just started using some of the paper that I already had in stock, right? So I've already got this in my craft room. So feel free to cut up your papers. If you have a lot of scraps in your stash, use those. I have a bunch of scraps over here, so you can start to use those as well to make your embellishments and make your cards really look good. So these are so adorable. This one I made after the live, just pulling some things together, not really thinking about it, but just going ahead and just doing it. And so let me show you what I would do with some of these. So let's put some of these aside. And if you look, let's start with this one first. This is super adorable. Look at that. Now, if I want, I can just start testing out some of these backgrounds that I have here, because I want to put something else with it. And that looks super cute. This green came from a Christmas paper that I had in my stash. Look how cute that looks. I really like that. It's got that softness, and then it actually matches with the green on the flowers. So I think I'm going to use that, because when I'm doing this, I don't want to really think about it a whole lot. I just want to start gluing them down. So I like to have some little framing around it that makes the color pop. And this works perfectly. Okay, so now I could either lay this flat, right, like I'm doing here, or you can use some of your mounting tape. Okay, let me just make sure that's glued down pretty good. But this is a great way to make some unique holiday cards. And so now I've got that green and the green matching here. Now what I do is I like to take some of my card bases and see which one works. That looks really good because it brings out that kind of off-white on the tag, or on this little embellishment. I think that was a tag and I cut it down. I can't remember. But that looks really pretty too. So I like the way that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on my card. So sometimes you might not want to do the whole card at once. Do the embellishment and then add the card. Or do the embellishment and then start your card. Yeah, you could do that. So look how pretty that is. And if I want, I can add another flower in here. Look how beautiful that looks. I can take a flower and add it like right there. Just giving y'all more ideas, right? So you can just kind of play around with it, see what you like. And these Prima flowers are so cute. If you haven't grabbed any from our store, go ahead and go to mindlesscrafting.com and get the Prima, I believe these are the Prima candy cane, Rudolph's nose candy cane flowers. So cute. Now, if I want, this card is done. All I would need to put inside is something to stamp on, stamp a sentiment. All right, so let's go ahead and do that now. And if you're like me, sometimes I like to go back and put something else in the card, just to tie it all in. And so I have some of this paper left. Okay, so I know many of you, like me, like to get rid of some of your scraps, right? Use it in your card. Oh, look at that. That fits just about, that fits perfect. So maybe it belongs there. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and so if I wanted to, I can grab more little papers and layer them in there. It's just a matter of what you want to do. Like I can cut this little piece off and layer it inside of there too. So it's just so much you can do with that. Okay, so let's put aside this first card. And I did cut out some these little pieces of poinsettias from my, I have another paper that I don't know how long it's been in my stash, well over 2 years. So let's see what we're going to do next. This is really cute. Let's see. To me, that still needs something else on it. Let's see. Add that in there. Look how cute that looks. Oh, let's see. And I've got this too. So it's basically just kind of me playing around, right? Seeing what I want to do, what looks good to my eye. That looks cute. Here's another one here. I like that one too. Let's see. That says Merry and Bright. Let's see what happens when I try it with this. That's pretty. And some of you are probably like, oh yeah, try that one. So you probably already see what possibly looks good. Now that red is just, to me, it's just too much red for me. But it might look good to you. Let's see what this looks like. I like the way that looks. I like that. So that's what I'm going to go with. So this is card number 2. And right now the house is quiet, but that can change very quickly. Okay, I'm going to put some mounting tape on this, and then we might add another flower in there. We'll see. Okay, so I added some dimension to that. Let's make sure that glue is good to go. Look how cute that looks. And then you might say, hey, you know what? It looks a little bit too plain. Then you can always add stitching. Now, I have a white gel pen. You can add stitching here, or you could add stitching on the green. But I'm going to go on the red. And that will tie in some of the white on here. How pretty is that? And I might go back and do this one as well with some stitching. I don't know yet. You just never know. Okay, so let me get one of these flowers, and I think I'm going to put a flower there too. That looks really pretty. Just hanging off just a little bit. Gives it some dimension. And look how adorable that looks from embellishment to card. How pretty is that? So we're going to put this one aside and move on to the next. Okay, so these I made previously a couple of weeks back, just because I wasn't sure what I wanted to put on them. These I made before the embellishments. So if we really take a look at this, let's see. Let's get our pile here. This is really cute. And this is cute too. For some reason, I see these two things together. So maybe something like that looks really pretty. Look at that. I think that will work. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue it down. Not going to think about it much, right? And this, I just took strips of scraps, right? I have a whole bunch of scraps here. Look at this. All these little strips are going to become something. So I may as well just use them all up. And I think that's the fun part for me. I like the little tiny crafting, just kind of making something, even if you have a day where you're like, I don't really feel like making like a big project, but I do want to just do something that's pretty easy to do, where I don't have to think about it much. Okay. Extra security. Look how that blends together so well. How cute is that? And this has enough dimension on it. Look at that. See, I just glued everything down. Those little scraps will definitely come together sooner or later. And how adorable is that? Look how quickly that card came together. And I think I'm going to put, see, I've got this right here. Let's see, I have a little piece right here. Let's see how long that one is. See, I'm thinking about, I'm going to layer that right there. Let's see. Love, love, love making embellishments. So let's layer this. This is not even a Christmas paper. This came from one of the recipe packs, but hey, it works, doesn't it? It works. So just something else on the inside there. And look how cute that is. And let's pop something red on here. Right in that space. Maybe one of these little gems there. Okay. And sorry for the, of course, the airplane flying overhead. I forget that it's flying overhead because I'm so used to it. Cute is that? Goodness, how adorable is that? Okay, so we got 3 cards so far. Let's go ahead and get one of these other ones out here. See what we can do with it. It's like doing surgery, right? Crafty surgery. Let's see, so this is really cute too. I've got this also. Let's see what I did. I can't remember what I did with this. That is cute too. I love this pattern. But let's see what we can do with this. That doesn't make, my hearts don't pop. You see that? I need my hearts to pop on that one. Let's see. If I put it on here first. Might work better. that'll work. Let's see, let's put this, let's see what happens, right? You just don't know until you give it a try. So I'm just going to pop this on here. Straighten that out. So this is my eyeball cutting method. Just eyeball it, right? Right about there. How cute is that? So now it pops. Just adding that little bit on there makes it pop more. Let's just see what we have here though, because I have this paper with the words on it. Let's see. Either that one or I think this one is that larger? No, that's the same size. Okay. Let's see. I like the little bit of sparkle on there. I like a little sparkle now. I think I might just do this like that. But this is going to have some, this is going to have some dimension on it. So now you see how quickly these cards are coming together though, right? Because I'm trying to not overthink it. Mindless crafting, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and start blowing these down. The crease is not as crisp as I want it. And let's go ahead and give this a little bit of dimension. So I hope that if you happen to be in a crafting rut and you're just like, I have no idea what to do, grab some of those little pieces that you have and just start putting them together. These are pretty sticky, but I really want this to be secure. How cute is that? Look at that. Simple but sweet card. Is that not cute? And you could, I mean, this is my heart punch. So I have like a couple of these, just these strips where I've cut out hearts. But since I'm not using the hearts, I just use, I guess what you call the negative to it. But look how cute. It still works for a holiday card. How pretty is that? Okay, so let's see what we need on the inside. I have something like that. Let's see if I have a little bit of paper like that. Just one little scrap here to add in the inside. I got this. Let's see. I can add that on the inside, couldn't I? And many of you said you like videos like this, just kind of a calm sort of crafting. But I like this too because it just feels like y'all are sitting here with me. And we're just talking, right? Okay, so that's what we got here. Oh, let's see. I got a little bit of this paper. It's got a little bit. Let me just cut a little bit of this off. because that does match the outside. And I'm just going to layer it like that. And that works. Okay, so now we have card number 4, and then I could write my sentiment in there and stamp it with my Christmas stamp. Okay, so let's look at this one. Okay, I think that'll be the next one. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this one. And I think for that one, maybe give it a little bit of a background. So I just pieced this together. I took the top from something else, lined this with a lighter paper, then took little strips, put it underneath here. It's just, it's amazing the things you can do with these. Let's see what this looks like. That one is okay, but for some reason that black makes the words pop out more. And I will put the link for to our store where you can find this, because these are so cute, and they're like Christmas words, all Christmas words. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on here, and then kind of cut around it. Make it pop. Just right there. I like to use all these little pieces that you have. You could always use them as little backgrounds for your cards or your embellishments. So you just never know what you're going to end up with. Let's see if I want to go around that. Let's see. Yeah, why not? Let's go right around it. Okay, I think that'll work now. Now I think it will pop better on here. Now it looks better. Let's see on this one. Ooh, I like the way that looks. I like it better on there. Okay, let's go ahead and start putting that together. Okay, let's get a card base here. To me, that's too white of a base. So let's go ahead and get this. Let me get another one here. See what this green looks like underneath this. Just a tiny bit of green under that one. I think that looks much better with that green outline. What do you think? I'm going to go for it. So it's a great way to kind of split up the color, break up the color, or even add more color into your card if you think it needs something else. There. Go ahead and pop that right on there. I mean, you could be in your craft room all day long doing this. And the colors I always say the colors will find themselves, because they will. The colors will definitely find themselves. And this actually looks like it goes with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that in there. Let's split this in half, and we can put one at the top and one at the bottom. Yep, I think this will work. All right, let me just crease that a little bit more. And look at that. We have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Okay, let's go ahead and work on the next one. Okay, time for another card. Okay, so this is one of the card bases I had already made, and see if we maybe landscape it. See what that looks like. This embellishment, look how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? And it started with just adding some background paper, putting 2 tags side by side from a cutaway, and then now I think it found its home, right? So look how easy that came together. Okay, look how cute that is. Okay, let's see what's inside of here, so you can remember that. Oh, I have that paper again. The paper is gorgeous. That looks pretty. Right there. And another card done. How cute is that? This is actually washi tape cut in half. So I've had this washi tape for a while. Was not sure what to do. It's not very sticky, but I cut it in half and just added in there, and it works, doesn't it? Okay, so we got another card done. These are really coming together nicely. Let's see what this looks like. Again, this is that glitter tape. Pretty strong too. So this is what I'm trying to use up, glitter tape. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. I feel like it needs a little bit of red in there. Let's see if I have this piece of red cardstock around that edge there. Yeah, it needs that, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue that down. Okay, so let's put it like right there. Sometimes you have to like walk away from a project and then come back to it, and then you're like, oh, I could do this, you know? So don't be afraid to walk away from it and then get like a fresh eye view. And then the next day you'll notice that you want to add something to it, or that card needs a little gem, you know, something like that. I've done that plenty of times. So look at that now. How cute is that? See, if I want it to be that big, I could still cut it down, give it, that music paper is so pretty. So let's see. I want to cut it down just a little bit. I'm going to cut that down. So let me go ahead and stop pondering over it and just cut it down. I'm going to glue it first and then I'm going to cut it. I should have glued it closer to the top, but that's all right. I'm just eyeballing it again. I'm going to cut this off just to give it that little bit of green. That green is like the perfect green. And if you, I mean, you could put this through a paper trimmer, but that's okay. And so look at this now. It has a little bit of a border, and it's got this around it. Let me just see though, because I might go with this one. Drop a little bit of glue in there. Ooh, I like that one too. Oh, I like that. I think no for this, because it already has, you know, I need something that would be plainer to put on there. So if that makes sense. Just to me, it has a little bit too much traffic on there. This will go pretty. And look, merry and merry. See, the paper just finds itself. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to round this, round the corner on this one. That will work. And of course I'm making a mess. That's okay. Let's see, what kind of background do I want to give it? Let's see. My base is going to be that. Nope. Let's see. That is too white. So I'm gonna go and cut me another off-white base. I don't think I have any more left here. I may have used them all. So I'll have to cut another off-white base. Let me show you what I do for that. I know many of you have seen me, but a lot of you are new to the channel. So this is what I do. I take an 8.5 by 11 paper, fold it the long way to make my card base. And this is a really sturdy paper. This is actually, I think this might be a 90-pound or up paper, so it's pretty sturdy. And I'm going to cut it the long way, 5.5 by 4.25. Okay, so what did I say I was going to do? This. Yep, that's much better. That is much better. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue that down. And not glue it upside down, because I've done that before. And I still sent the card. And the person laughed about it who got it. So it's all good. That is perfect. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and put some dimension on it, and then I'll come back and show you what that card looks like. Okay, look how pretty that turned out. And I'm going to take this. Let me just show you what that looks like. Look at the dimension on there. Now I took one of these strips and I just cut it diagonally, and then I'm just going to glue it on the inside of the card. I just wanted to see what it would look like. It's amazing when you start all of this, your paper crafting, you come up with so many different ideas while you're crafting. So the ideas will come to you. Sometimes you might not feel like you have any ideas, but I bet if you start cutting and gluing, you'll have so many ideas come to you. But the biggest thing is to get started. Just right there. Yeah, that looks cute with the diagonal thing going there. Okay, that works. And that's card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Let's go ahead and got 2 more embellishments to do. Wow, that went pretty quick. See if that works on there. Kind of. See if we can find something else to put with this. Okay, I got this laying off to the side there. I could come back and use it. I love the way this paper looks. I'll have to use that another time. Nope on that one. Let's see, I got some more little papers off to the side here. Ooh, that and that, maybe. Let's start gluing it down. Glue that down right there. And I am going to cut this right about there. And cut this way. I like the way this matches with the border. Okay, now let me see what happens when I do this. To me, still too much. So I'm going to take that, and I see the red coming out on this one. Yep, the red will work better for me. Or to me, I think the red works better. So let's see. Okay, let's put this on the inside. Make sure you're stocking up on your art glitter glue before the weather gets too cold. You have one of those favorite craft tools that you just can't do without. Mine is art glitter glue. I don't like to not have art glitter glue. Okay, so I need, let's see if I have any more of that. So I have that green colored paper, but I don't think I have enough of it. See, that would not do. Let's see what I got here. You save that for next time. This green goes, look at me. I'm trying not to get caught up in something else, but I was just looking, and that green goes really pretty with this paper. But I'm not gonna, not right now. Oh, let me focus on this one. Okay, so I need another something around there. Let's see. I'll layer in black again. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna find me some paper. Okay, so I looked around for the perfect paper, and it was right in front of me. This right here. So because I have a pattern here, I have a pattern there, wouldn't it be nice and clean to just tie everything in with just a plain white paper and put it on here? And it worked. Okay, so let's go ahead and add that on. I'm not going to mount this one because The embellishment itself has enough dimension, I think, on it. So, but you could if you wanted to. I think this will work perfectly. Okay, and let's pull that together. That work, look how clean that looks. Really stands out. Okay. I'm sorry, my phone is buzzing over there. Should I turn it all the way off? Okay, look how pretty that looks. Oh my goodness, it looks like a winter wonderland. And I have, okay, so that paper right there, I'm gonna put some on the inside. That would be cute. And I just eyeball it. See, I have some strips over here too. Let's see what happens when I put that on there. Look at that. Okay, so put a little bit on there. Just like that. And look how pretty that looks. Just so when you have those little strips and you're wondering, what on earth am I going to do with all these strips? Don't throw them away, because you can always put a sentiment on that too. It says, let it snow. Let's see. It is Season's Greetings. Does anyone remember the letter punches? Well, these are actually in our store. Just like this is 2 sheets of all Christmas sentiment. So you might want to grab those up. Season's Greetings. How cute is that? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got one more. One more to do. And of course, because that green really goes well with this, I think this will work. Just cut off a little bit of this. Right there, okay. I didn't want to get my trimmer. Okay, so this is going to go that way. And that way my hearts stand out. Look at that. Okay, so let's go ahead and start adding this and putting our last card together. Yeah, make your embellishments, put them away, and then do a second part where you just turn the embellishments into cards. Or you send your embellishments to someone in Happy Mail. Okay, let's go ahead and get, I want to add dimension to this. And the answer is yes. So let me add some dimension to that. Fun, fun. Okay, sometimes I do this off camera, but not this time. Look how cute that is. And it's got that little thing right there. Let's see. How cute is that? Let's see. I'm going to tie in some of that green. Just a smidgen of green. Using this right here. Just right there. I'm so sorry, y'all. My phone is across the room, and I don't want to get up to get it. Okay, so, see, I want a little bit of green somewhere in here. I can slide it under there. Something like that, maybe. Or either I would have to put it down here. Well, we'll see. This is actually adhesive. So I always have a hard time pulling this off. So I don't want to mess up my nails. But it's just a very, very thin sheet of adhesive attached to this. Or backing that I need to pull off. So let me see if I can do this off camera. So y'all don't have to sit here and watch me struggle. Okay, so this little thing was what I was trying to peel off of this. And I'm just going to slip it right underneath here because it already has adhesive on it. Just a little bit underneath there. I like it because this glitter does not come off. That's why I like that so much. And I'm forgetting I haven't attached this to a card base. I'm over here just having fun and have not attached it to a card base. So let's see if we want to do any. Guess not. Oh, let's see. Let me see what this looks like. Ooh, that looks perfect. It doesn't need anything else. That's perfect. Here comes the plane again. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on here. Look at that. How cute is that? Let's see what I add some red. I could cut some of these up. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I got the matching paper here. Still got some of those strips. So let's go ahead and add this in. And if you hear that noise, it's my neighbor dragging their trash can out. Oh, I guess I need to cut some of this down. It's too long. Oh, you know what? Look at that. I can actually keep it like that. I don't even have to cut it. All right. Yeah, just have fun. Get the kids or grandkids involved in making stuff. You'll be surprised at all the wonderful ideas that come up when you're making, even if it's just to make the embellishments. Now you have some really unique cards that no one else has made, right? You might use the same paper, but everyone's design is different. So let's take a look at these real quick. I think we finished out all of them. Yep, we sure did. So now all of those embellishments have found a home. Here's another one here. Show y'all how these look. How pretty are these? How pretty are these? See if I can get all of them in camera here. So pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, and so now that's just one of the ways to turn your embellishments into cards. I hope y'all like this. I hope it was inspiring for you, and I hope you feel like getting out your stuff and just having fun and getting your little greeting cards together. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. I will put the links below to all of the items that are available in our store. And y'all take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.